In this video, let's see how to do potty training for children. Earlier I have put a similar video, but the video was quite fast and there was no voice to it, so I'm just putting that video again with some time for you to read through the videos and with some voice attached to it. So let's see in this video some easy simple steps which you can follow to potty train the children. Potty training is something you have to start in the early days of the childhood. Irrespective of whether the child is verbal or non-verbal, the child will learn the process and get adapted to it. Best to start at the age of 3 or even before 3, and it's not too late even if you start now. This video will help you with steps and procedures to bring this to practice. So use keywords pertaining to the language which you are using. The sooner you do the potty training, you will be taking a big step in making the child independent in doing one of his daily routine. So this is one of the tasks. If you can make them independent as early as possible, you can have some clarity to work on other things of the day. So these two things will be troubling you throughout. So better you do this first before you even work on the speech. Here are the steps. First, take a paper and draw a table like this. Write days, day 1, 2, 3 vertically down, and times of the day on the horizontal side. So you can write times like the time at which the child wakes up, and have a break of like 2 hours between two slots. After this, next take a pic of your child doing number 1. Print it and write it on top of it, so or any other name which you want to give, which you want your child to tell you when he wants to do that. So take 2 copies and paste one on the bathroom door and have one handy. Make sure that the pictures are clear. The child can understand what that picture is all about. Next, take a picture of your child doing potty, print it and write on top of it potty or any other name that you want your child to tell you when he actually wants to do potty. So take 2 copies again, paste one on the bathroom door and have one handy. So point to the pictures on the bathroom door every day and say what it is. Say, point your number 1 picture and say so, and point your number 2 picture and say potty whenever you cross that side. Next, to choose a day to start the potty training. Let's see how to start with number 1 needs. On that day, ensure that the child and you are at home most of the time. On that day, give him more water. Let him have more water content vegetables like ash gourd, snake gourd, and watery fruits. This will help him to have the need to use the restroom more number of times. Then use the below chart every 1 hour and every 2 hours. Take him to the restroom and mark a tick in the below sheet. Ensure that you are taking him only when there is a need to go, but to ensure that you are giving a lot of water. So if you're going to give a lot of water and a lot of water content vegetables, he will definitely have a need to use the restroom every 2 hours. So we are going to use that. You cannot just take him and go to the restroom. Okay, so rules to follow when you take him to the restroom. Every time you take him to the restroom, show the pic of him doing number 1 and point the pic and say susu coming, or say susu, or use any word that corresponds to your language, but use the same word again and again. Don't change the word. Get to child's eye level, face to face. You kneel down, look at the picture and look at him and say the word, and then take him to the restroom. Every 2 hours or every 1 hour, take him to the restroom and keep repeating the same word again and again. Use the word susu while he's actually doing it in the bathroom also. Don't ask the child to say susu. Very important. Don't ask the child, say, I want to use the restroom, say susu. A big no to this. You have to model him what he has to say. Keep it fun when you say susu. Ensure that you are expressive and smiling. You can just say susu coming and then you can run to the bathroom door. Don't say let's go to bathroom, run, etc. Too many words will confuse the child and he doesn't know what word to use when he wants to use the restroom. So just take him to the restroom, point to the picture in the bathroom door and say the word and then let him go to the bathroom. So rules to follow again. So do this 2 or 3 weeks. Do these rules 2 to 3 weeks continuously. Use the pics pasted in the bathroom door, point and say the word whenever you crosses that place. Once he has completely got this concept of saying the word and going to the restroom, as a next step, every 2 hours once you can take him there and do the follow the same things. Once he has completely got this concept of saying the word and going to the restroom, as a next step, every 2 hours take him to his father or grandma, whoever is at home, and you say Susu coming on behalf of him and take him to the restroom. Again, don't demand him to say, you just interpret what he needs to say. Follow the same rules. So whenever he wants to do number one, he has to go and tell somebody. So that's the purpose of modeling that. Follow the same steps for potty training also, but frequency would be once or twice a day. Use the pick and follow the same rules whenever he goes to potty. So you know at what instances he goes to the potty, like after lunch or after breakfast. So during you choose those timings and put it in your paper and take him to the restroom before that and say the word accordingly. Best practice to potty train is to make the child to finish his potty first thing in the morning. Give all possible options to his stomach like hot water, papaya juice, porridge or kanji. That will make him finish this as a first task in the morning. This way his brain is trained to do this first thing in the morning and he will be done with the most complex part of his daily routine. So get to a practice that he is doing that first thing in the morning. Even otherwise you know what time he would be using the rest potty. So if you know that, use some clues and follow the same rules. Take him to someone else at the home and say, I want to do potty, or just say potty and then leave him in the bathroom. Thank you and subscribe. If you need any questions, you can comment. Thank you.